Hey everybody, it's Marshall Mike here. This is going to be my Fuller House Season 1 Episode 2 and 3 reviews. So like I'm going to do a 2 through 3 kind of situation. Same with the others, I'm going to do 4 through 5, 6 through 7. You guys know what I'm talking about, etc. But I'm also going to be doing that with Daredevil Season 2 as well. Like when I do like Episode 1, I'll do Top 5 Moments, Episode 2, 3, you know what I mean? Like I'll just keep doing that with all the Netflix shows that I review. But anyway, we're going to talk about Episode 2 and 3. I enjoyed Episode 2. It was really nice. It was kind of like this like establishing, like with episode 1, like I talked about in my top 5 moments, was kind of like them, we see all of them and it gets us started. Episode 2 also gets us started too, kind of like a two-parter to me, because they're like moving in, everything's getting settled, all of these changes are happening, so it's kind of like a part 2 of the episode 1, but not really. So yeah, episode 3, I don't know how I felt about this one. I feel like this one was a really big adult, like Stephanie, Kimmy, DJ episode. We still got more of the kids too with Joey, which we're going to talk about, but it was kind of like the adult episode, I feel like. Maybe, kind of, a little bit. And a lot of people are bashing on the show because they do a lot of innuendos and a lot of things like that. I don't know, it's fine to me. I don't think that it's that big of a deal. But, you know, they can do what they want, and it's Netflix, so, you know what I mean? I don't know, but, yeah. But we're going to talk about this episode, so let's get started with episode 2. So episode 2 is when they're all moving in, like well actually, not really all of them, but it's Kimmy and Ramona are moving in. And it was really fun to see this, because we got a lot of Jackson DJ moments, which is really cool, because a lot of the back half, and spoiler if you haven't seen like the back half of the season, but a lot of the back half is a lot of Kimmy, a lot of DJ, a lot of Steve, and that's what I like. We didn't establish the younger characters, and John Stamos, who you guys know as Jesse, obviously, he's a producer on the show, and he said if they do get a season 2, they want to establish the kid characters a little bit more and develop their characters. So that's going to be exciting, because the first half, a little bit of them, back half, they're kind of like, they're still there, but they're not like developed a lot like the others, like DJ now. But I understand, because DJ and Kimmy and Stephanie are grown up now, so they got to establish their grown up characters, alright? But anyway, it's pretty cool to see this episode. So basically, one of my favorite parts about this episode was actually when DJ just couldn't get to the point, like when telling Jackson like Ramona's gonna move in, Ramona took your room, and that was really cool too. And can we point out that, even though I watched the whole season already, can we point out that Max is amazing? Like, even in this episode too, like, Max is my favorite character, alright? Like, he's just my favorite character right now. Maybe a little bit of Ramona too, maybe, like, actually everybody's my favorite character, but overall, Max is just the best. Like, let's be real here. But buttering Jackson up with a milkshake before pancakes with hot fudge, kind of weird, right? That's kind of gross. Like, why would you have a chocolate milkshake with like pancakes with hot fudge? I don't know. They actually did a reference later on in the season where they talked about how DJ's husband liked to do his favorite dinner was milkshakes and pancakes. So I thought that was really cool. Maybe that's where, well, not maybe, but that's where it came from. So I thought that was really interesting too. But anyway, there was also a chocolate cake to butter Jackson up. And what I really liked about it is that this was like reality. Like, this is like what happens when another child moves into the house. You gotta like compromise and give up something. Like Jackson had to give up his room, okay? And that room is big, pretty big, bigger than my room anyway. But anyway, it was really interesting to see that he had to like give that up. Mom was just like yelling, and I thought she was like in danger, so I had to stop the video. But anyway, yeah, I feel like this is really interesting to see that you know, they had to go through this, like, especially Jackson, because now Jackson's moving in with Max, and I thought that was really interesting to see that, because it's like that's what happened with Stephanie and DJ, and they actually kind of say that a little bit in this episode. John Stamos guest stars, which I thought was weird. A lot of the past characters guest star a lot in the season. Like, we almost got a big guest star every episode. So, but it is 13 episodes, so I understand what they're doing. Maybe I would have liked to, like, Jesse was good in this episode. I really liked him here, but maybe for the future season, if they do get one, maybe just kind of pull back on the guest stars a little bit, because it just kind of like overshadows the main characters. Like, you've got to establish these characters. You've got to establish the kid characters, which is what I like about John Stamos saying, but they have to do that in season 2. But anyway, so basically it gets to this big like Ramona Jackson like feud a little bit, like not totally, but like a little bit of a feud. And it's just really cool to see that they kind of went up against each other. And then, you know, Uncle Jesse came in, or, you know, John Stamos came in, and Stephanie took her, you know, advice that, she kind of pulled out from underneath it, like the advice that, you know, she went into DJ's room, and she moved in there, to where DJ ran away in the garage. She told that story to Jackson, which I thought was really interesting. And then when you see Jesse leave, you know, in the car, in the truck, we see Jackson there too, which I thought was really fun. Like, he ran away out of the county, which is what TJ says later on in the episode. They kind of talk about compromise a lot, and of course Ramona offers the room back, but DJ shuts it down. DJ, why you be doing that? Anyway, it gets better because they, Max and Jackson get to share their room now. So that's pretty cool too. But what did you guys think of this episode? Really liked it. I really liked how they set it up. Kind of like set up the kids' kind of relationships, the rooms, things like that. Really interesting. That's what you would have to actually do if someone was moving in to the new house. Or I guess it would be an old house. But anyway, you know what I mean. It's new to Ramona. But anyway, now let's go on to episode 3. Now this episode, not my favorite. I would have to say not my favorite at all. It was fun to see the Dirty Dancing, thing that they did. And of course the joke about Dancing with the Stars with Candace. But I feel like overall it was not my favorite. So basically it was girls' night. Stephanie and Kimmy take DJ out to the club. To the club, like what? Don't get copyrighted. And what happens is that Uncle Joey ends up being the babysitter. Like I said, another guest star. And I really like the Joey one because it was actually a lot of fun to watch them, like with their war with Silly String and destroy like the living room and stuff like that. That was actually really fun. But with the Stephanie, Kimmy, DJ stuff, wasn't loving it. But they were at the club. They met these two guys from The Bachelorette, I believe, right? Yes, The Bachelorette, which is Val and I can't remember the other guy's name, but it was Val. Val was there too. And so they end up coming and kind of as like the love interest at the club. Stephanie mentions Val later on in the season, but they were kind of just like there, for the episode. Macy Gray guest stars. That was really interesting. I really liked her there. She was really fun to have. Especially that Cambodia elephant story. That was really fun too. But overall, it was weird to see that the whole Fernando thing. Fernando was not my favorite character, and spoiler alert again if you haven't seen the rest of the season, but he is in the season a lot. He is like in this season so much. And I was like, like when I saw the pilot, I liked him as a side character, but then he started becoming a main character, and I was like, whoa, back this truck up. I ain't gonna have no Fernando in every episode, okay? But it was really interesting to see him. And then we broke out into the dance battle. We saw Stephanie sing a little bit. I don't know if Jodie Sweetin can sing. I guess she could. But I didn't know that. Maybe she sang in Full House and I forgot. I don't know. I can't remember. Like as a child, but I can't remember. But anyway, she ended up singing too, and they ended up doing the Dirty Dancing thing. Of course, the lift was really fun to see as well. And the Dancing with the Stars stuff was really fun to see. Well, the joke about Dancing with the Stars, that was really cool too. But what do you guys think about this episode? Like, which one was your favorite? And then obviously the slime. How rude about the slime coming down. That was funny. That was just great. I loved that scene. That was like my favorite scene in the whole episode. And Joey saying, perfect plan executed poorly, or something like that. But it was really cool to see that too. And Joey was a lot of fun this episode. But what did you guys think about these two episodes? Overall, they were fun for me. I really liked them. Episode 3, not my favorite. Definitely not my favorite. Episode 2 was really cool. I really liked that one. My next video for Fuller House will probably come, episode 4 and 5 will probably come hopefully this week, but I have a lot of stuff going on. Well, actually, no, Flash and Arrow on break. So that's probably when I'll do the Fuller House stuff. I still have to catch up with Star Wars Rebels and post that video today, so I'll make sure to do that as well. What did you guys think of the episodes? Comment down below. Links there to my other Fuller House video. Links in there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and sim channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Other than that, like this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.